Hey you everybody, how are y'all doing today? Look at what came in the mail! This is quite the package to be opening, and I figured I would do that as an unboxing video because, after all, you guys helped make this dream a reality, and so I figured that was the least I can do. And before we start, this video has been sponsored by Raid Shadow. I'm just fucking with you. Alright, let's get right into this unboxing, everyone. I mean, shit, if anything, this video has been sponsored by all you, so. Alright, let's get started with the case. I figure that's as appropriate as any other place to begin, so let's see here. There's a little bit of loose tape on the ends here, so I imagine it's supposed to deal with that. Now, I am a horrible person at unwrapping things and opening boxes, so you will notice that as this goes on, and the fact that adhesives and I do not play nicely together, case in point, but hopefully I'm not the only bad packer in the audience. That's the hope, at least. Alright, or bad packer, unwrapper, whatever you want to call it. I'm bad at all of it, so. Then I imagine we can probably bust out some tools. Gotta be very careful. Need to treat this as a surgery. Just basically make a small incision, and then I'll use the scissor. Oh god. Gotta be careful, make sure I don't stab myself here. Let's start with this, like that. Cool. And then we'll, I don't know, we'll try and, yeah, that'll work just fine. Okay, perfect. I have to be really careful so I don't actually, do any damage to it as well. It absolutely would suck. There we go. Okay, we got some flow now. That's perfect. More of the same, please. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that they use plenty of tape, because that way it's safe in shipping, but I'll be damned if it's not challenging for somebody who opens parcels and packages like maybe once every 3 years or so. But there we go. After fighting the glue, let's get this thing out into plain view. Comes with some decent quality styrofoam. That's what I like to see. Now I don't actually know how you're supposed to lift these things, or you're just supposed to grab them. I don't want to have to get my legs and feet involved, but at this point I might have to. Let's try tipping it over on the side and dragging it out that way, I guess. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to lift it out, like, at the top, so that when you actually get it out, it looks great, but whatever. Okay, at this point, all I need is for you to come with me. Alright, we're making progress. Alright, we have to compromise a little bit. It's slowly being withdrawn. It's like a child coming out of a womb, I swear. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, and there it is. Alright, we didn't get the shot. That's okay. Alright, let's gently remove the styrofoam. Alright, let's get a view. Turn around to the back first. Looking decent. Definitely going to have to plug a bunch of different stuff into this eventually, but there you go. This is also my first little glass panel. My old PC, you can't actually see stuff like inside of it, but yeah. So there you go. And there. Alright, let's take you out of the plastic. This plastic shouldn't be much of a struggle to get off, I should hope. Doesn't mean I'm not bad for plastics and packaging in general, but this is A-okay. Whew! And there you have it, in all its glory. There's still this to peel off, I suppose. I don't know if you're supposed to leave these on. Like I say, I haven't actually had like an actual way to see inside before, so I don't know if these are supposed to stay on. I'll have to check that after the fact. Oh. The reason we're getting this case, I actually wasn't planning on getting a case, but it ended up being the case that that I had to upgrade the case because my old case wouldn't be able to fit this build. So there you go. Alright, hopefully the rest of the packages don't cause as much trouble in unboxing and unwrapping. Alright, number 2. Now it's pretty obvious what this is. I don't think you need me to tell you. I think you can tell by the packaging. So I think scissors will be fine for this. So just have to slice open a tiny little piece there. Is there any more? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see, famous last words? Oh wait. Ah, okay, there are things like this on the side. Like I say, really bad at unpacking things. It's a hoot every time Christmas rolls around, let me tell you that. Alright, my mortal enemy is back. White styrofoam. However, let's see if it's any easier this time. I guess we're gonna have to tip this over too, just to be safe. Yeah, see how much easier that is? That's probably how you're supposed to do it. Alright. There we have it, styrofoam and all. So, all the cables that are required included. I don't rightly know what this is. Some sort of stand, I'd imagine. If someone knows what it is and I'm wrong, then feel free to let me know. I imagine this is also something to do with some sort of stand or like arrangement. So cool. Let's put the styrofoam away for now and get to the main attraction of this package. Well, there is more styrofoam, but we'll put that specific styrofoam away because here is the screen. Now, let's see. Is this literally just pick up and... Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, out of the styrofoam you go. Put the styrofoam away. I'm actually sweating after fighting with that, that case. Jesus. Alright. Oh. So this is my upgrade away from my old ass TV. Now, if you've been watching for a long time, you would know that I actually use an old TV, an LCD TV from LG from 2009, no less. And its resolution is 1366 by 768, which makes for some really weird situations when it comes to video creating and all that. Now, this is going to take its spot. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this going. The TV is going to be reduced to second monitor duty, probably going to use it for watching videos or editing videos or any sort of multitasking really. Alright, now I think it's time to get to the main attraction, the stuff that costs the most money by far and it's going to make the most difference by far. Let's get to it. Now this is what's going to make this build go from awesome to magical for me. So, inside of this thing, we should have, I certainly hope we have, all the PC components besides a power supply, because I am in fact reusing power supplies as my first one that I have built for me by a Norwegian tech company here. It is definitely a solid power supply and I see no reason to change it. Now then, let's open you up. A lot of bubble wrap. That's the first thing that immediately hits me. I haven't actually had bubble wrap for a while, so I guess this is mandatory. I don't know if you can pop these. They're too big for that, I think. Ah well. Maybe another time. Maybe I'll find a way to pop them later on. For now, I guess we'll... Oh, crap. That is an empty box of cornflakes. Okay. Let's have a look-see here. So at the very top, we have one fan from Be Quiet. Now, I'm pretty confident I remember the configuration comes with 2 fans. And this is the Be Quiet Pure Wings 2. Apparently a really good general purpose fan that I was able to find for a cheap price, and it should see the PC pretty much settled for airflow. So, very excited for that. We also have my first PC toolkit. Now, obviously, given how I'm going to be making this thing from scratch, yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. So it contains a bunch of different stuff. There's an anti-static wristband in there that I'm going to get to using, a bunch of different tools. So it's going to be an interesting learning experience. According to everyone I've asked, it's pretty much like Lego for adults, but I am, at least traditionally always have been, kind of a clumsy boy, so we'll have to see how this shakes down. What's this? Oh, electrostatic shielding, that's what this is. Okay, cool. Here is our RAM. This is a 16 gigabytes of DDR4, a significant upgrade from my 8 gigabytes, which was getting the job for the games I play, but it was definitely lagging behind productivity-wise. There was definitely a lot to improve with this. So this is our HyperX. It doesn't say. I don't remember the model name. Alright, well, HyperX, RAM, 16 gigabytes. Can't wait to get to using that. Let's see, what's this? What is this? Is this my SSD, perhaps? Maybe. Only one way to find out. Alright, let's get the scissors out. This is around the right size for an SSD, and I can't see much in there that it could be. Because the other things it might be, I'm actually able to see no problem. So, yep, this is my SSD, alright. This is the Intel 990p, I believe, 480 gigabyte version. What's this? Why you not say? It 660p, okay, yeah, I don't know where I got 990 from. I mean, it's a third more than 660, maybe I was thinking percentages. Maybe that was what I was thinking. So yeah, 512 gigabytes of SSD storage. That's going to be a hell of a difference. This is actually my first ever SSD. Just gotta readjust a little bit, sit comfortably while I'm having the time of my life here. Can't wait to get to using these. Nate and Antura have been complaining when we've been playing Steep that it takes me forever to load into a PvP lobby. So, among other things, this is going to help that a whole lot. Here is a monitor cable for the Philips earlier, obviously, that I picked up, so that's going to come in useful. Let's see what else. I also bought some canned air, compressed air for cleaning purposes. Now, I've never used one of these before. All the cleaning I've done has been a lot more manual, so I don't know how these work. Apparently they work quite well, so I'm willing to give it a shot. And it was half off, so might as well, right? Next up, we have the motherboard. So this is the Asus B450. Although it is kind of becoming, you know, an older motherboard, kind of losing steam a little bit, it is definitely still a great kind of budget slash value option. And I think I'm going to be plenty happy with it because there's nothing on here that's going to cause me any trouble. So I'm excited to get to using this. And unfortunately, obviously, I don't want to actually unbox these boxes, just the boxes the stuff came in, because if I unbox this, it might become problematic after a while. So the plan is to get to setting this up later today. That is the plan anyway. here's the big bad boy, the graphics card. So when I was shopping, I was thinking, I don't really know if I need a graphics card upgrade. But at the same time, you never know what might come up, and as we're upgrading the processor quite heavily for streaming and video creating purposes, I figured I might as well. So I opted for the 1660 Super, mostly because it was on sale. I could have gone for a 2060, but it would have been an additional 150 euros equivalent, which, yeah, the performance benefits decent, but I checked the benchmarks. I don't think this is going to make too much of a difference for my use case at least. So I'm plenty happy with the 1660 Super, already overclocked from NVIDIA. I can't wait to get to using this thing. That's going to be fun. All the FPS is heading my way, at least for 1080p gaming. Which doesn't matter, because we got a 1080p monitor anyway, so 200 IQ moves there. Alright, I think there is only one component left, and despite it being absolutely the brain of the computer, it comes in one of the smallest packages. Now, this is obviously the CPU, and you can't tell from the outside, but this is actually the most expensive part of my build, and definitely the highest range one. This is a Ryzen 7 3700X I hold in my hands. I actually wanted to go for a Ryzen 3600, but that wasn't on sale, whereas this was. So I ended up with a scenario where I could go for the 3600, or I could go for this for the same price, but obviously performance benefits. And this is also going to be more future resistant as well. So even if I didn't care about performance benefits right here and now, this is going to hang in the fight longer than the 3600 will, even though they're both great processors, especially considering the price tag. 3600 is an amazing value proposition, so that was why I was planning to go with it initially, but this is going to be an awesome processor. It's going to, when this behemoth that we have in front of us here is put together, it's going to be a lean, mean video streaming machine, and I can't wait to get it going. Honestly, hopefully, dropped frames will be a thing of the past. The only thing standing between me and amazing stream quality and reliability now, that's all me. My skills when it comes to putting this machine together, which is the biggest question mark at current. So I hope Nate's not going to be busy over the next day, couple of days, because I might need to ask him for some help. Apparently your first assembly should take you a couple hours to 3 hours if you're a complete newbie, which I definitely am. My only experience is actually, looking at other people doing this themselves. So it's going to be an interesting experience for sure. Alright, did I miss anything? I believe we've got everything. Like I said, I'm reusing the power supply, so don't need to worry about that. So to sum it up then, the PC build I'll be putting together, the brain of the operation, the true magnum opus of this entire build, the Ryzen 7 3700X. There's no two ways about it. This is definitely the strongest component in the entire machine, both in terms of relative power and in absolute power, because this is quite high-end, I think. It's not at the very tippy top, obviously, but it is definitely closer to the tippy top than any other component I have in front of me right now. We've got the B450 motherboard, a very good general-purpose motherboard. This is going to be a great kind of general-use motherboard, and I think it's a good buy considering the money. And those are like most of the main components. Obviously we also have the 1660 Super. You should probably see the front, not the back. 1660 Super here for you. This graphics card is going to do everything I need it to do and more, most likely. It's going to be a great value proposition for sure. And then we also have some other stuff in here, like a PC repair kit and all of that, and all the cleaning equipment and what have you. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire order unboxed. So this was purchased for Black Friday, so obviously it's been a while, but I'm glad to finally be able to unbox this thing and to be making it soon. This is going to be quite the adventure. Like I say, I hope it's going to go well, and the PC is going to turn out great. So once again, thank you all so much for being able to make this possible. It's truly insane to me thinking that I have this many people kind of supporting this hobby and this thing that I do. It's just a project of love, but you've made it possible to increase the overall product quality so much. Just the fact that my production quality now is going to be easily much better than it was before. It's going to make it possible to do a lot more content and to do some ideas I wasn't previously able to do, play games I wasn't previously weren't able to do, and all the rest. So this is mostly due to all of you guys, your support. I've been able to reinvest into this primarily streaming and video creating PC, but that can also pull newer games if required. And I really can't wait to get started with it. It's the fact that so many people have supported this hobby of mine that I've been doing for so long, that it's not only been able to pay itself off, all my investments that I made early on, but also the fact that I've been able to reinvest so much into the stream. At first it was a webcam, then there was the mic upgrade, then there was some other stuff in between, and now the big bad PC upgrade. So sincerely, a heartfelt thank you to everyone who's donated or has given their time, shared, watched the videos in general. Just thank you all so much for all the support. It's truly overwhelming and makes this possible. I guess that's going to do it. Next time I see you, it's probably going to be on this new rig. Fingers crossed, at least. And yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. This has been a hell of a video and a hell of a time on YouTube. Thank you all so much again. Have an absolutely bang up rest of your day. Take care and goodbye. Whew. That only took 40 minutes? Wow, okay.